grills, gold teeth, bling bling, slugs, all that. So where did this phenomenon come from? I've always heard different scenarios or folklores. The main one that kind of stuck out to me went something like this. Man, black people back in the day, 17, 1800s, would put gold in their mouth, mainly in the back. So once they died, the slave masters wouldn't know about the teeth, but their family knew they was here. So when they died, they'd take the teeth out, and then that way they could buy land, freedom, businesses. And as with time went by, they said, F hiding it. We gonna put them on top and let them know we got that bag. That's kind of how the story went, you know? So as years went by, I always had that question like, where did gold teeth really come from? So I took it upon my handsome, dreadhead, go-to self to do what? Educate myself. I did a little Googling. You know, that's like a school in itself, you know. And one of the first things to pop up was about an ancient Italian civilization who operated in the area known today as Tuscany. And it's noted that they were all about luxury and wealth. And part of that display was, you already know, them slugs. But I'm like, the Italians? Who would have thought that, right? But then I'm asking myself, I'm like, what you wanted, boo? What you wanted to say gold teeth came from baby Jesus? He had them in Bethlehem or something? You know, I don't know. I was just thinking like I'm just thinking about now who I see with them, who I know that have them. I'm like, how did some Italians anyway? Then it just put my mind in a whole nother place. I'm just picturing some Italians in New York like, hey, yeah, you got some gold teeth. What'd you do that for, you fucking mooly? We started that. Get the fuck out of here. But no, seriously, it made me dive a little deeper into this. And I started thinking like Hannibal did invade Italy with the North Africans. I'm like, was those the people with the gold teeth? I don't know. It just had me kind of tripping a little bit. Because some other things say that the first finding of gold teeth was actually in Egyptian culture. But it seems like that wasn't necessarily teeth. That was more like a gold wiring to keep the teeth together, like a form of braces in a way. The next place this quest led me to had me tripping. It took me to 4,000 years back on Luzon Island in the Philippines, and it said the Negritas had gold teeth. And I was scratching my head like, who else know about any of this? It says that the Philippine Golden Age had abundance of gold, and everyone from the noble upper class to the warriors to common people to slaves all were draped in gold. But it seems like most people's back then had gold wiring to keep the teeth intact. Some still had grills, but most seem to be basically a technique to keep them folks with some gold teeth. You know what I'm talking about? Keep them teeth together, man. They would, but I say this though, they would be so proud to see how far we've come, right? You feel me? So then the next development, it took me to the Mayan people. And it said that the Mayan people drilled holes and inserted jade into their teeth. And jade was a gem that they believe had a spiritual significance that they consider more valuable than gold. What's interesting about that is that the South Africans, right? There's a popular belief that gold will scare away evil spirits, with it being a representation of light. The Tikoloshe was said to be afraid of the light, and gold teeth wearers were generally very superstitious. So then when we get to the modern times and seeing so many black people with grills, we would think the 1980s with hip hop, rap, New York or Louisiana would be the ones who came about with the gold teeth, right? But it's like, nah, when you go back to the 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s, one of the first people to be documented in this modern day with bling bling was a heavyweight boxer by the name of Jack Arthur Johnson from Galveston, Texas. His nickname was the Galveston Giant. He was born in 1878, had 95 fights, 72 wins, 38 by KO, 11 losses, 11 draws, 3 no contests. To be honest, you should read up on him. It's an interesting story. How he messed up was crazy. It's said that Jack Johnson is the inspiration behind Mike Tyson's gold tooth. One gold tooth, like I'm Shabba Ranks. It's some short articles that say African immigrants involved in the transatlantic slave trade, or African diaspora, were first seen with gold teeth. Then you have Theodore Tiger Flowers, aka the Georgia Deacon. He was an African-American middleweight champion who his whole top was shining, like just bling. You know, I think he looked like he had about 8 of them back then though. Because this was like in the 1920s. And he rose to prominence in the early 20th century, became the first African-American worldwide middleweight champion. We ain't new to this. We true to this. We conducive to this. We doing what I'm convinced is in our nature to create and to do abstract things. I mean, I gotta be honest. I was intrigued by grills because being in the Bay Area, being young, you see it on aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas with 1 or maybe 2. Then going to New York, because my brother's dad's side of the family was in New York, but they was from Trinidad, and Grandma Joy had that 1 gold tooth that caught your eye every time that sun just boom. You know, then as years went by, your rappers had them, and more influential than them all, maybe even hand in hand, who knows. The D-Boys, I can't lie to you. The cats you seen out there getting it, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I got my 2 first gold teeth at the age of 16, 1 open face and 1 solid. They couldn't tell me don't smile. And I got it from a funky chicken in Fairfield, California at the mall. And I think the set I have now was my 5th, 6th, maybe even my 7th. But I've had them for a while actually. And what's crazy is I just stumbled into the shop that did my last set. Recently I wanted to go get them clean, so I was in Oakland and I went into a shop. I'm seeing pictures on the wall. I'm looking at the picture like, hello, that's me. Whose shop is this? Dude come from behind the booth. I look at him, he say, Kaboo, what's up? You know, and it was crazy because I done sent so many people to him over the years, so it was good to see him, you know what I'm saying? But to wrap this up, we all know that 2005, when Nelly's song Grills brought a major spotlight to gold teeth and made it more popular. But, you know, for me, I'm like, if you don't give no credit to your Caribbean people, you know, if you don't give no credit to your New Yorkers, your down south people, you lightweight out of pocket. I mean, because the Hot Boys made everybody want to grill. And come on now, everybody wanted some slugs once Juvie and them dropped Wayne, BG, Turk, you know, baby, you know. And from what I've gathered, honestly, every culture and people have some people with gold teeth. Because, I mean, let's be for real. It is more than just a fashion. It's an actual procedure to help people care for their compromised teeth. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to grills, I like them, damn near love them. Matter of fact, I do love them. It is what it is. If you get you one, do me one favor. Don't go out your way to open your mouth just to be cool. Don't be trying to smile extra hard. Just be smooth with it, man. That's it. Be unique with yours. If they permanent or pop out, don't neglect your naturals. You heard? Brush them, floss them, clean them, gargle, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your naturals, man. That shouldn't mean don't get gold teeth because you don't want to take care of your real joints, because that's like having a car that look cool but the engine is toe up. It don't make no kind of sense, man. Let me know y'all take on grills. Who doing the best work in your area? Me, I think I'm about ready for a new set. I think I'm about ready for a new set. Let me know, man. That's what it is. Appreciate you.